by votes of 8-4. Eddy, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Everything went according to the plan. Eddy got voted off and no one suspects I'm the MVP.
Eddy has just been evicted and it really sucks for Bonnie and Cesar and I. We've been on the bottom of this house since day one, and now we lost someone that was part of our alliance.
A lot happened before the eviction that involved both Kamar and Carter. I really consider them to be my two closest friends in this house besides Destinee. But I don't really know how to feel about Martha after the conversation we had before the vote.
The confrontation between Carter and Cesar was absolutely unnecessary. There were so many other ways to handle that situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to keep him here after that.
After Martha told me she was considering voting Carter out, I was in shock. I don't want Carter to go home. I had to convince Martha to vote for Eddy. I don't think that's a good idea, Martha. You know how Carter is. It was just the heat of the moment, and you know how worried he was about being on the block.
I understand, but it could...
Carter trusts us. He considers us family in this house. We can't just get rid of him.
I know what Carter did to Cesar wasn't at all appropriate, but I do really care for him. Ashley has a point. I'm just a little disappointed, but I won't vote him out. I just don't want to see that side of him again.
I'm honestly really scared now. If Martha is having these types of thoughts because of the fight, what if others are okay with voting Carter tonight? I need to make sure Carter stays this week. Hey, Victor.
Hello, Ashley. What is the matter?
I was just wondering about the eviction vote. Do you know who the majority of the house is voting for?
As of now, from my previous conversations, Eddy.
And has anything changed after the fight a couple of hours ago?
No. Eddy's still the vote for a couple of people. I don't think he's staying.
Congratulations, Carter. You are the new head of household.
Guess who won HOH? I did, meaning I'm safe this week, and I don't have to worry about being nominated on the block again. Oh my god! Guys, shut the hell up! Really? Yes, baby!
I have mixed feelings about Carter winning head of household. I nominated him last week, and he can easily put me up on the block.
I cannot believe I won!
Carter's the new HOH, and I know I'm most likely going up. I just hope I can figure out something I can do to avoid being on the block.
During the HOH competition, Meghan kept picking me to face off against another house guest. She obviously didn't want me to win. Meghan, I need to talk to you quickly. I need to know why you were targeting me during the HOH.
What? Kamar, it wasn't anything personal. I was just playing the competition. Don't overreact. It was a part of the game.
Oh no, you kept picking me. You have it out against me? Seemed like you didn't want me to win.
Oh my god. Stop. It was just a game.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to forget this.
What is wrong with him? He's stupid for overreacting. I don't know if he's trying to intimidate me, but it's not working.
Hey, Carter, can we talk real quick before I head to sleep?
Oh yeah, I have no problem with that. Just, are you gonna tell the others about our conversation too?
Whoa, no, I'm just coming to apologize.
Apologize?
Yeah.
Okay, what's up?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I did tell Austin that I wanted you to go home last week. The only reason why is because I was closer with Eddy and Bonnie. I have no hate for you in this game, and I actually respect you as a player and as a person.
Okay, listen. After Stephany told me that you were riling votes to get me voted off, I freaked out. I can admit to that. Maybe I shouldn't have had a one-on-one with you earlier, but at that time, I was just so upset.
Yeah, I get it. Look, I understand if I go up, but I still don't think I should be nominated. I know how everything was handled last week was poorly, but I'm willing to forgive and forget. If you don't put me up, maybe we could potentially start something?
I'll sleep on it. Thanks for apologizing.
Anytime. Just keep that in mind.
I'm glad Cesar came to me about the situation that happened before Eddy's eviction, but I still need to figure out my nominees. Hey, so, you wanted to talk?
I'll make it quick. I just wanted to congratulate you on your head of household.
Thanks, Damien. Is there anything else?
Well, I also wanted to explain the whole situation with you last week.
Wasn't it just lack of communication?
Well, yes and no. You were never my target last week. My target was Cesar, because I felt like that's what the house wanted. I didn't know who else to nominate, so I thought of you as a potential pawn. I should have asked you about it instead, but it was kind of a last-minute decision.
Well, that explains a lot. I'm most likely going to nominate Cesar because of the whole confrontation.
Well, whatever you do, just let me know. How can I help?
Thanks for the talk. I'll keep that in mind. As much as Damien claims to have helped me survive last week's eviction, I still don't trust him. Once someone nominates me, that shows they're not with me. Okay, ladies, time for girl talk.
Alright, who's gonna tell him?
I'm not.
Oh my god, seriously?
Jokes aside, what are we actually talking about?
Nominations. Listen, I don't know whether or not to put up Cesar this week. I don't think he actually wants me out.
I mean, Cesar is an easy option to put up, but who are you gonna put up against him?
Kamar, I guess. He's close to Cesar.
I'm not so sure that's a good idea. I can talk to Kamar and I believe he'll vote with us. How about Damien? You can use the excuse of him nominating you.
I'm not sure about him either. I mean, he said he didn't want to target me, and...
Child, stop being so unsure about this. He did put you up last week, and we can't ignore that.
But he'll know something's going on if I just put him up.
Have you ever heard of a back door? We can just send him out like that.
A back door? That sounds good. Actually, alright.
I really don't like the fact that Kamar is being considered going on the block. If Cesar ends up winning the veto again, who knows what might end up happening to him.
This is the nomination ceremony. As the head of the household, I must nominate 2 house guests for eviction. I will pull 2 keys and their face will appear on the memory wall. This first house guest I have nominated is... Cesar. The second person I have nominated is... Kamar. I nominated you, Cesar, and Kamar for eviction this week. Cesar, you were telling people to vote me out. Kamar, you're just guilty by association. Nothing personal. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
It's time to reveal who the MVP has nominated for eviction this week.
This MVP twist is insane. Eddy was nominated by the MVP and was evicted last week. No one is guaranteed safety. Anyone can go home.
The MVP has nominated Meghan.
Interesting.
Cesar, Kamar, and Meghan are this week's nominees. Good luck, house guests.
I'm really trying to keep my opinions open this week. I nominated Cesar and Kamar to not ruffle too many feathers in the house.
How obvious can he be? Kumar is clearly this week's MVP and he nominates me because I kept picking him in the competition. If he wants to play the game personally, bring it on!
Carter nominates Cesar and I for eviction, and this isn't good for us. I thought at first one of us would bond to go home, but surprisingly, the viewers voted me for this week's MVP. I nominated Meghan because I think it can be easier to pin the votes onto her if Cesar and I are still on the block. I would have done Stephany, but I don't want her to have the chance to play in the veto.
Bonnie, there's no way your grandma wrestled a wild buffalo.
Oh, you bet they did. And 15 horses. Wait, 14 horses, 13, 12, 0.
What?
Gazillion! See, my family is amazing! And that's just the first out of 900 stories. Next up is how I was on mud wrestling.
One eternity later.
And that's how I got on Pillow Chef.
Really? I love those shows so much. I didn't know you were on them.
Didn't that show get canceled after the first couple episodes? Something about pillows that had scrambled eggs inside?
Yeah, something like that. But it was really good while it lasted.
Wow, that show sounds like it would really crack me up.
I'll crack you.
I need to find a way to talk to Bonnie and Cesar alone.
Not the scrambled eggs!
Oh no!
Wait, the eggs?
Well, that was surprisingly easy.
I forgot to mention Martha's a Pillow Chef champion.
I thought you said that show was canceled.
Guys, it's not time to talk about this stupid pillow show. I have information that I need to tell you guys.
Yeah, no more pillow talk.
I won the MVP twist this week.
Kamar just told us that he won MVP this week, and I'm extremely happy he won, but why wouldn't you nominate Stephany? That's great and all, but why didn't you nominate Stephany?
Putting up Stephany would have potentially put us in danger because she would have assumed you or I nominated her.
Well, slap me silly and call me Nilly. You actually won MVP? America, why didn't I win? I'm pretty, smart, and I can wrestle like no other woman you could ever see.
Bonnie, that just isn't that impressive.
What you say to me?
Stop arguing, guys. We need to focus on this week.
I love Cesar the same way I love my cattle, but that boy gets on my nerves. We gotta win that power of veto this week.
I just can't believe I'm nominated.
Yeah, I was surprised you got nominated. I haven't heard anyone say anything negative about you.
Who do you guys think the MVP is?
I know for a fact it's Kamar. He approached me about how he thought I was targeting him in the head of household competition.
Either way, that was a stupid move on his part. Everyone was targeting him, Cesar, and Bonnie in that competition. You were just too good and eliminated everyone before they could pick him. You're like a literal badass.
Don't worry. If I play in veto, I can pull you off if you don't feel comfortable sitting on the block.
Oh, me too.
Thanks, guys. I might as well get ready for whatever competition it can be. I'll be in the backyard if you need me.
This seems good. Now if one of us plays, we can pull her off.
Oh, if I win the veto, I'm not using it.
Wait, really? Why not?
No one has a problem with Meghan. If we pull her off, one of the others in Sinful could go up. Out of everyone in Sinful, Meghan has a better chance at staying than the rest of us.
That's true, but I just promised her.
You can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying, it's better to keep the noms the same. I know either Kamar or Cesar received this week's MVP, and if Meghan is pulled off by the veto, I'm most likely going up, or someone that actually benefits my game goes up. I don't have a strong connection with Meghan as much as I do with the others in my alliance, so if she has to go, she can go.
House guests, please gather around the living room. House guests, it's time to pick the players for the Power of Veto competition. The head of the household, the 3 nominees, and the 2 randomly selected players will compete in the veto competition. Will the nominees please stand?
Meghan is on the block. I really hope that I can participate in the veto so we can pull her off.
If I win the veto, I'm not using it. I don't care that Meghan's on the block. If I pull her off, the MVP can nominate someone like Francesca.
This is my second time on the block in a row. I got lucky with the veto last week, but I'm really hoping Bonnie can play so I feel more comfortable going into the competition.
Martha. Cesar, house guest choice.
I'm going to pick Bonnie.
I was happy as a pig in the mud when I got chosen for the veto. If I win, I can pull off one of my boys.
So I walk into the backyard and I see party lights, balloons, and a bunch of llamas, and all of a sudden... the veto players walk out in these llama pajama outfits.
Hello, house guests! Welcome to this week's veto competition. This competition is called Falling Llamas, and here's how it works. The first round, you'll face off against a random opponent. The 3 winners of the first round will go into the second round, where you'll play 3 times to determine the 2 people that move on to the final round. To advance in the competition, your goal is to not drop the llama tower. Once you drop your llama tower, you will be eliminated from the competition. Whoever wins the final round will win the golden power of veto.
This competition doesn't look that hard. I just need to make sure I don't tip over the llama towers.
I'm by myself in this veto competition. No one from Sinful is competing, and this just makes this veto more important. I need to win.
You've all been paired up for the first round. Ready? Go! Have been eliminated from the competition.
Looks like the veto is being used this week. Great. Let's just see if I have to get more blood on my hands.
Time for round 2. Whoever doesn't drop the llama tower in the first 2 matches advances to the final round. The 2 losers of the first 2 matches will face off head-to-head. Whoever loses that match will be eliminated. Are you guys ready? Go! drops the llama! It's time for Kamara and Meghan to face off to see who makes it to the final round! Kamara drops the llama! Meghan, you advance to the final round! Kamar, Cesar, you two will face off in the last match of round 2. Whoever drops the llama will be eliminated from the competition. Kamar advances to the final round! Sorry, Cesar. You have been eliminated from the competition.
Looks like Caesar's going to be a final nominee this week. And part of me hopes Meghan doesn't win. If she wins, she pulls herself off and I might go up. I can't believe I'm saying this. Go, Kamar.
This is the final round. All you have to do is not drop the llama. If you don't drop the llama, you will win the golden power of Veto. Good luck, you two. Congratulations, Kamar! You have won the power of Veto!
Yes, I'm so excited. Kamar won the veto. He's safe. Thank God.
With Kamar winning the veto competition, I have to figure out who I want to renominate for Eviction. Destinee thinks it's time to nominate Damien, but I could still nominate someone like Bonnie. Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks, man. That was close competition.
I'm not gonna lie, I was happy to see you won. I actually felt bad for nominating you for Eviction.
It's no big deal. You have your reasons and I understand them. I just hope that wasn't your target.
Not at all. Well, at least you weren't my target.
Do you have a certain target this week? Is it Cesar?
I'm gonna be honest because I'm trying to play an honest game. At the start of the week, Cesar was considered being my target, but he did apologize to me and explain the whole situation. I'm now conflicted because I don't know how you and Cesar feel about everything.
With me, Eddy, and Bonnie are two friends of mine that I made connections with. I most likely wouldn't have voted you at all if someone else was on the block. Now, in the game, you're not considered a target for me, and I don't think Cesar is after you as well.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out a good replacement nominee.
With Cesar still being on the block, I need to make sure I have allies going into next week. I decided to tell Carter about my MVP twist. I want to move on from the whole situation last week. I want to show that I do want to work with you down the line. This week, I received MVP from the viewers.
Oh, wow. I hope they don't hate me for nominating their favorite player.
No, it's all good. I just hope this can build something down the line.
Oh, totally. Thank you for telling me about this. Also, if I'm being honest, I don't want to target Cesar this week. That's why I'm mostly struggling on a replacement nominee. I just don't want blood on my hands.
Are you considering anyone at the moment?
Probably Damien. I don't even know.
I think that can work out for you. Damien nominated 3 people last week, and I think it's a reasonable excuse. If Damien's going to be mad at you being nominated, he shouldn't, unless you promise him safety.
Haven't promised him anything.
So there you go, easy renom.
I'm just scared if he stays, you know? He did win the last HOH. He has potential at winning the next one.
Well, I promise you, if Cesar's still here, you won't touch the block.
Kamar is offering a lot for me to not go after Cesar and him. I really think he might want to work with me down the line. Also, with whatever Ashley has going on with Kamar, I think I'd rather have him on my side. I'll think about it. I'm not promising anything, but if it does end up being Damien, that's a yes to your offer.
Thanks for the talk.
After the veto competition, I'm a little annoyed that Kamar won the veto. Now he's safe and I have to face eviction night. Great. This sucks, guys. Who do you think Carter might renominate?
With Kamar coming off the block, I'm not sure. Maybe Bonnie?
I hope nothing happens. I don't really trust Carter.
Well, as long as we make sure we can secure the votes for Cesar to go, we can all survive another week.
Yeah, but we would have been secured if I didn't mess up in the competition.
You held your own in the competition. It's not your fault with how it went down. Meghan seems a little upset after the veto competition. She's in my alliance. I don't like seeing my players disappointed, back at home or in this game.
Hey, you did the best you can, Meg. That's all that matters.
Agreed. Now let's go make sure the votes are for Cesar this week. We're going to make sure you stay.
Thanks, Victor. I needed that reminder. Just because I lost the veto this week doesn't mean my game is over. If all goes well, Cesar should be the house's target this week.
This week is working out in my favor. I won the veto, and after my conversation with Carter, I might be able to save Cesar this week. I just hope Carter hasn't changed his mind.
With Kamar winning the veto, I have to figure out what's best for me moving forward. I don't know if I should play it safe or if I should just go for a big player.
Come on in. This is the veto ceremony. As the winner of the Golden Power veto, I have the power to veto one of the nominations. I've decided to use the veto on myself. Carter, as head of household, you must name a replacement nominee.
This wasn't an easy decision to make. My replacement nominee is Damien.
This veto ceremony is adjourned.
I'm one of the final nominees for Eviction, and I need to make sure I secure the votes for Cesar to go.
This isn't looking great for Sinful. Both Damien and Meghan are nominated for Eviction. I don't want either of them to go.
Carter renominates Damien, and I think I might have a chance at staying. If all goes to plan, maybe the underdogs can make it till jury.
How did this happen? Sinful went from being on the top to having Meghan and Damien nominated this week. I swear, I'll do whatever it takes to get Cesar out.